38. So a lot of good experience from Roosters. A very active roster, just really pushing the envelope as a lot with experience together. But now, Choice, we're here. We're with the agent selection. Let's do a little bit of a run through.
Oh, absolutely. It looks like a pretty standard setup on over for Spotlight side. Roosters, though, seeing the Sky come out, we're seeing the Killjoy come out as well. So that's going to be a very interesting setup from them. Flavor picking up that Sky, Neprix on the Omen as usual. But I do want to point out really quick that cheat code is on the raise, and we have seen some absolutely nutty plays from cheat code. So I'm really excited to hopefully see some more out of this immense player. Maybe getting some crazy showstoppers, some explosions, and some ridiculous utility kills.
Yeah, some really interesting agent selection that we saw. Like we saw there was a Reyna on the board. We saw a Killjoy. I believe Cypher actually did have the Cypher, so it's going to be interesting to call that. But
Yeah.
a lot of good Sentinels and a lot of good agent selections and pretty standard. I don't think anything really out of the ordinary. I am interested, though, to be honest, looking at Sky and how well she's going to be utilized in a map like Bind. I think with the Guiding Light and the AoE heal from Regrowth, I think this can really just change the pace a lot, especially on that attacking side.
Oh, absolutely. They're definitely going to have to be a, a unit, a nice gelled unit, especially coming up against a tried and true agent composition that is Spotlight. I mean, I'm really excited to see how Sky plays. We've been seeing a lot more Sky recently, especially with all these tournaments like coming out, and just Sky in general being in the game a lot longer than normal. I know a lot of people hated Reyna for a long time, and now we see a lot of Reyna, and we are going to see a lot of Reyna in this matchup for sure. So, Spotlight on the defense this time. Roosters pushing up with Ban here on the Reyna, like I was talking about. Now, taking a little bit of Shower's control here.
Yeah, that paint can lands right on top of Band's feet, but the regrowth, like we said from Sky, going to be able to go for the full heal. So pretty much like the Sage heal, but a little bit more buffed. But Netperk's able to find that opening frag against Chico. Now Band going to get taken down.
Ooh.
But now a lot of exchanges going back and forth, and now Spotlight on the long rotate Rue. Flavor going to get that spike planted, and now no problem whatsoever, but that recon dart is going to get destroyed. Very close interaction. Trisk very close and waiting, but going to get spotted now, Choice.
Yeah, very interesting interaction there. Zypher should not have stayed alive in that situation, but no, he's still alive, gets the kill onto Trisk, and now it is a 2v2 situation. There are two members on each side, but my goodness, Shora finishes off Derek. It is a 1v2 situation, but no, Flavor is going to be able to go around the truck and shoot Zypher down from behind.
Yeah, really nice pinch that we saw from Roosters. They were just able to have each player on opposite side of lamps. They were able to just have it very easy. Not really big gambles or anything like that that we're seeing from the players, but nothing that we saw from Spotlight. A very close round. And like you said, Cypher somehow was able to stay alive a little bit longer than we were expecting, but that pistol does go for Roosters, and now it's going to be the question if Spotlight want to try something a little bit more of a gamble, but right now, it looks like they have a 3-player stack at that B site with the normal composition of 2 at A. So nothing really different that we're noticing right now.
Oh, absolutely, and now this is going to be a lot of Shower's control, but Zypher's going to be able to pick up one. There is 2 now down for Spotlight, sending in, oh my goodness, all 3 members of Spotlight rush through the teleporter. I don't even know, they just get mowed down by the Roosters, and there it is, an almost flawless round for the Roosters themselves. After that crazy play from Spotlight, I did not see that coming, Laz.
No, I didn't either. And I mean, the fact that Spotlight, I really like that play. I think there's a lot of good things to note from that. It didn't really work out the way they wanted to, but like we said, they don't have a strong inventory. The money was just not there. So go for a little bit of a push. Try that pinch if you can. It doesn't work out. Roosters were able to get that first frags being exchanged for them, but now we'll see. They're going to have the standard rifles in their hands. They got the full armor. They got everything they need. This is the bonus round, hypothetically, for Roosters. So if Roosters can pull up this round, this is going to be a very big W for them.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like they really need to keep up the aggression that they've been showing off here so far. Roosters sending in the dog through Hookah in that situation, but now Cheat Code using this teleporter to be able to take out Trisk. That is his rival Raze. That is going to be a huge pickup for Spotlight to keep themselves and keep that utility off of their back in this situation and in the retake here on the B site.
You can already see Shore actually going to get the spike down. So Derek able to take down Netbrick. So that's a big frag. Guiding Light going to be able to take down one, but Flavor only able to pick up one frag. And now that's going to be Spotlight. Comes up big. Cypher picking up the double. And now they respond back by only losing one casualty. But that's a very important round for them to get themselves back on the board here, Choice.
Oh my goodness, what a fantastic retake from Spotlight. I really got to give it to Cheat Code. I mean, making the ballsy play to jump through the teleporter, peek out, get that pick, and then back off. But I really feel like it was kind of a situational pick there, Laz, just because, you know, it was just Trisk there by himself. There was no follow-up from the Roosters. It was a really unfortunate situation there. But now we see the full rifles in the hands of the Roosters. This is exactly where they want to be. They have 2 rounds under their belt. They're feeling pretty crispy right now, and hopefully they can keep that up right now in this next round.
Yeah, this is a very important round from both teams because, like we said, Roosters, they have the bonus, so now they have plenty of money. They're going to be able to have that gun round like you mentioned. So Roosters actually going to be able to pick up this first frag, so they've been able to take out their duelist. That is going to be the Rays. They still have the Sky Ultimate available as well as the Killjoys, so they can just wait things out. And a little bit of an over-aggression from Neon is actually now they're going to be down in more bodies, and this is just making it even harder for them, Choice.
Oh, beautiful headshot from Sugoi right onto Ban. Through the push, even through the blind as well. And there it is, another one for Sugoi. They're allowing Sugoi and Tap to be able to just run them over at the moment. But now here it is. The spike goes down. Cypher picks up another one on the Roosters. It is now a 3v2 situation. And Spotlight, they have it pretty easy. What is going on, Les?
Oh my, I mean, just turn of the table. And it looks like there's some glimpse of hope, and now it's going to be down to Trisk. No ult available, still has a couple blast packs that he could use, but just going to be holding the very tight angle, anticipating one of these defensive players to be pushing through lamps. A big risk. Has to go for the one-on-one duels, but the dark cover going to cover this. Oh no, but they're playing too much of an individual, and Trisk, he's able to find the one, so now he's just going to wait it out. The bait and switch, he creeps on through, but it's going to come out big for Spotlight, as it's going to be the triple to bring it back to a 2-2.
Oh, so close for the Roosters in that situation. I mean, I feel like if he allowed him to, or allowed Sugoi to kind of do the bait and not fall for it in that situation, I feel like he probably could have come out on top. But no, Sugoi does do the fake defuse, and gets that frag onto the last Rooster remaining in that round. And my goodness, it was looking really good. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of rooting for the Roosters in that round, but alas, this time they were going to fall, but they have a lot of rounds left over in this matchup here to come back on top of the spotlights here.
Yeah, the way that they were just able to work around the dark cover was just absolutely phenomenal. And even now, Rooster's going to be on the save, but they have 3 ultimates available, so the Showstopper could be used. Guiding Light going to be now used as well from Flavor. Going to be slowing down that over-aggression from Spotlight. And a very interesting strategy because they know that Roosters are on the save, so they're playing a bit more adventurous and a big riskier choice.
Yeah, you did see that they got the ult orb in that situation, and they have Trisk hanging out, watching, or excuse me, not Trisk, but the Reyna hanging out still in showers as the slow push towards B. I mean, it was B there for a second, but Trisk still hanging out over here in Hookah, and now the slow rotation on over to A is happening. I feel like they're really getting antsy, or making Spotlight get antsy, and this could actually work in their favor, but no, Cypher still on top of it with the double kill, and that's going to be a huge thorn in the side of Roosters. I don't know if they're going to be able to do much more than get the spike down and maybe just walk home with a little extra credits in their pocket.
Yeah, the question is, does Shore want to use the lockdown to just push back these defending players? But Flavor going to be having a spicy Flavor, takes down the head of Cypher. So they get the spike down. Not really much of an issue for them. A little bit surprised from Spotlight, but we can see they have the Hunter's Fury. They have the Showtime, or the Showstopper, sorry, available. So do they want to use it? Dark cover going to be used. So all the players comes through the connector, but Flavor just waiting for the time. He peeks a bit too wide, and cheat code. Perfect read, and now it's going to be down to Shora, but it will be all taken down, and it will be now the lead for Spotlight.
Definitely the battle of the nerves and the end of that last round for sure. I mean, you get a little bit antsy. You know they're out on the site. You don't know when exactly to peek out. So you kind of get a little antsy, maybe wide peek just a little bit too much, like a pixel on over to the left when you when you didn't want to go that far out. And Spotlight were able to deny them any sort of, I don't know, hero run in that situation. And so now Spotlight sitting pretty with a one-round lead, 3-2 on over the Roosters. So hopefully Roosters can come back with this full buy, maybe get a little aggressive again onto Spotlight, but it looks like Spotlight themselves are getting aggressive.
Yeah, and this is something that we notice a lot from the defensive side, especially in a map like Bind. You always kind of want to mix the flavor. You want to just change the pace a little bit. And speaking about flavor, I mean, that's actually going to be the Seeker that's going to be used. Or no, sorry, my apologies. That's the Trailblazer that will be used just to get some information. So now you can see it's a bit of a 3-2 split that's going to be at this B site. Cheat Code just waiting very slowly. Oh, but the Showstopper, it lands, and it takes down Ban. Looking for a little bit more. Cheat Code finds another. Can he make it the triple? And it will be Networks to be pushed back a litk bit. But now you can see Networks still holding it, still trying to find something, but he's in a bit of a stuck position. But he will be able to teleport himself out, and now Roosters have put themselves a huge disadvantage here, Choice.
Yes, they have. They do have the Showstopper in hand. Hopefully they can get something done with that. You have been seeing that Spotlight kind of clumps up. They double peek together constantly. So if they can do something like that, but no, Neon is here waiting in the corner. It's going to take down Flavor. That's going to be a huge pick. Now there's not going to be any flashes for the side of Roosters, excuse me. Neprix trying to clear that corner. Trisk as well clearing hopefully the backup, but no, it looks like the Jet is going to still hang in showers. Probably the right pick, the right decision in this moment. And now this is a waiting game here, Laz. Are they going to be able to get this spike down?
I mean, there is not really a lot of utility that's left for Roosters. So it looks like they are just going to play this safe, keep those rifles, transition it into the next round. And I don't disagree with this call. I mean, this is kind of the moment where you want to put those rifles into the next. Try to have your teammates work around it with their economy system. So we'll see how the money is going to look for Roosters right now. It is not the greatest, so they could try to force up and just work around it. That's exactly what they should be doing to see if they can bring it back a little bit closer.
Yeah, absolutely. Flavor does have a decent amount of money, but he is going to opt for that Stinger. So, I mean, not a terrible buy. They could get something done here with this. I mean, they have some fantastic ultimates ready. They have the Showstopper, the Empress, the Lockdown. Those are really good, I don't know, ultimates that you can really sync up for a solid play. So they're going to have to do it in a really big way because Spotlight is holding down A in this really interesting hold.
Execute is now going to come through, so the Omen going to get pushed back a little bit here. So Roosters, they're able to get some control of the site. Paranoia going to be used from them now, so that clears out Lamps. No more issues. Guiding Light going to be used. So Neon is blind. They don't know where he is, but they definitely hear the sound cue. But Neon picks up 2. Can he make it 3? He'll be able to dash, but it will be his teammate to save his back. And all of a sudden, the deck of cards have completely fallen. This is going to be a flawless round from Spotlight.
Ooh, Roosters, I mean, they tried their best in that situation. I mean, it was looking kind of good there. They had a nice, solid setup, but Neon was the catalyst for the win for Spotlight there. He was in the perfect position, hanging out just outside of showers, ready for any sort of push, and they could not deny him. You saw that Neprix teleported up onto the boxes, immediately taken down. There was a push from Shora to hopefully put a stop to the reign of terror from Neon, but no, his light is just a little bit too bright.
The light is definitely bright here for the defensive side. And we're just seeing Spotlight come absolutely alive. 5-2. Roosters now, they have 5 ults available. I mean, this is something you don't always see typically, but we haven't seen Roosters really burn any of them yet. But does Trisk want to go for the Showstopper blast pack into the site? He could potentially find this opening, and that's something that we need to see from Roosters because it just hasn't been beneficial for them as of yet. But they are going to play very slow, Steady race, and now the paint can's going to be used. That's going to push back the Stova a little bit here. Recon Dart will be destroyed, and now the Showstopper going to be used. Empress as well. So now Trisk, he's able to push on the site. He's going to have to use this as the rocket fuse is just depleting. But he makes the connection through the smoke choice, and it works perfectly.
That's exactly what we needed to see, and now, I mean, the Roosters are bowling over the spotlights right now. This is exactly where they need to be. They have a solid hold on B. If they can keep this up and win their gunfights, it's the perfect place. Ban absolutely dominating the opposition right now. He is on a 3K.
Oh, Ban just comes absolutely alive, using the dismiss, able to reposition himself, and now it's just down to the one-on-one, but it will not matter because Trisk is 4 kids, and now Roosters bringing back another round, a much needed round. 5-3 is going to be the score, but we will see another gun round here from the spotlight, and now even the operator in the hands of Neon.
Did you just say Trisk is for kids?
I did. You know, I went there, man. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to try it. See if you notice it.
Oh, that was amazing. It was so subtle. I love it. Laz, that was amazing. 5-3, still in the favor of Spotlight, but Roosters coming up a little bit here. That was a really solid hold on B side, but no, what can you do up against Neon with an operator? Not much in that situation. Now, this is a 4v5. And hopefully Roosters can get something done. Trailblazer gets sent out. Not going to hit with the jump there, but Trisk getting really, really aggressive here, and it's going to be put down by Cheat Code once again. That really aggressive push through the teleporter, and now Flavor might actually get peeked here by Derek, but no, it's Zypher from Hookah. My goodness, it is falling apart for Roosters.
Yeah, we see a lot of situations where Roosters, they seem to get a control, but it's just they're not able to win these opening duels. And even now, 2 remaining players, they can use that lockdown. You can see the Killjoy is actually creeping her way through into bathroom. So Shora can use that lockdown, try to get the spike down if they wish, but this Omen needs to stay alive. And you can already see Dark Cover is going to come on through, but this is not a good position for the spike to be in because now it's a one-way. But a little bit of patience, a little bit of discipline hopefully works out, but Neon missing that shot by just a pixel. So there could be a second opportunity here for Roosters to find an opening, but time is just not on their side here, Choice.
No, and these jiggle peaks aren't on their side either. Segoy actually getting some damage out onto Neprix. And it looks like, is this going to be another save?
Cover going out.
It looks like it's going to be another save for the Roosters. Probably the best decision they can make at the moment. Their econ is going to be in shambles, but Ban and Flavor, I will say, do have a pretty decent amount of credits in their pocket right now, so they could buy their utility, maybe even, possibly, a rifle, but we'll have to see what they actually ultimately decide. We do see Ban go in for the rifle, and Flavor does look like he has enough as well, so perfect. They are going to come in here this next round with full rifles in hand, full shields, a pretty decent pocket or bankroll, but Spotlight, Laz, they are looking solid right now.
Yeah, this is just looking very crisp from Spotlight. They're showing a lot of good discipline, a lot of good cross fires that we're noticing. And Roosters, they're just not, like we said, they're just not able to find these opening exchanges, and that's a hard thing, especially on the attacking side. But now Roosters going to put the pedal to the metal, a little bit more aggressive now. Cypher going to be just on the other side of the cyber cage, but will fall back. Now this is a bit of a retake of the camera, going to be able to get a lot of information. No tripwire is going to be nearby. Flash comes in, Cypher peeks one. Can he get this second? He knows somebody else should be close, but he will now be able to fall back. Guiding Light, it comes in, it blinds 2 of the members here from Spotlight. And now the spike has been planted. Now it's about the time, and they're going to have to see what they can make work of. And that Killjoy ultimate going to be used here, Choice.
This could be a really good thing, but Cheat Code has other plans in mind. Sends 2 of the members of Roosters packing, and Neon sending another one, and there it is. Cheat Code finishing it off with a 3K. It was looking good for Roosters there for a split second, but no, Cheat Code had other plans. My goodness, lads, this is a really fun match.
Yeah, this is just a great display from the defensive side. We've seen before, they play very aggressive, and then we notice again, they have these retake situations, and it just doesn't really look like there's a lot of error that we're noticing from them right now. And when you have somebody like Cheat Code, using the word EXE into the fullest. I mean, 10-4, it's looking good right now.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
absolutely. Absolutely. Cheat code definitely living up to the name. And other than that, I mean, Roosters, they do look solid, but sometimes they're I don't know if I want to say this in all intents and purposes, but some of their post-plant positions seem a little scattered, to say the least. And there it is. Shora is going to be taken down with that showstopper. And here it is, another one. These pinches are so buff from Spotlight. It's so scary to see.
And look at this, like even Roosters now, like you said, a little bit scattered, and they just completely fall apart one by one, and it does not go out their way. I mean, now you can see Spotlight, they're feeling extremely confident with the way they're playing. They're pushing into washrooms, they're using their ultimates, they're just getting a lot of control. And now this is a very difficult situation for Roosters to be in, because now you need to counteract that aggression that we're seeing.
Yeah, and they have a feeling they know where Neprix is. Oh, and now the camera comes out. This is a really tough situation. You could see Spotlight moving in quickly. This is a really scary moment for Neprix, but there it is. Cypher does get the last pick onto him, and there it is, another flawless round for Spotlight, and that was a rifle round for Roosters. This is really tough.
Yeah, and even now, I mean, talking about a tough round, I mean, this is Roosters. They're just in desperation mode. I mean, they got Stingers, they got a Bulldog. They got nothing. They got no money. There's lots of problems. We'll have to see, can they prevail? Can they find something? They have the Omen ults, but I mean, in that kind of a situation, the way they are, it's so hard to use it to its fullest capabilities, and there's still 2 ults available for Spotlight, and we're in that last round choice. Like, this is not the position you want to be in.
Absolutely not. One thing I do want to say is I feel like on attacker side, Flavor has been sending in some of the util a little bit early. I feel like they can hold on to the Trailblazer just a little bit longer. Maybe get some bait some shots out so they know right where someone is. Maybe get that jump onto one of the members of Spotlight, and then have another member or another Rooster follow up on the kill.
Even now, we're going to have to see a kill come through, but it will be cheat code. Finding another one takes the head of Ban. Trisk, he is able to get the boom bot, but it will be the Omen to get back to now. Sora and Neprix, they find some bodies, but can they find some more? 2-on-3 situation. It just looks like they're trying to get this camera taken out of. They're going to be able to peek on Y, but Shura now on the clutch situation. This is going to be for a 1v3, now making it the 1v2. Going to get hit with the recon bolt. Still pushing through, 10 bullets remaining. His location completely revealed, but Derek takes the head of him. 9-3, and we're going to second half your choice.
I mean, a valiant effort there from Shura. Got the head with the Bulldog, but it just doesn't do enough damage in that situation. So, like you said, Laz, it is 9-3. Spotlight looking crispy on that defender side, but this is the half. This is the switch. This is where you have to totally change your mindset, your mentality. And Roosters are going to have to do that. This is the moment where they give themselves that quick little pep talk. They have 20 seconds. Say, hey, this is a whole new half. We can do some big damage here, and you could see there's a 3-man push happening on A short, possibly a 4-man. You see all 4 Roosters in that A short push. So this could be their moment to do something, but not going to be met by any of Spotlight. This is going to be very interesting.
And now they're going to push on through, but Cypher finds the head of 1, finds the head of 2. So now he's taken 2 body bags from Rooster, and now they've lost their full util, but Ban gets a little bit of retaliation back for his teammate. So now Spotlight, they're able to push on through this B site. Showra going to hold a very tight angle. Paranoia going to be used from the defensive side. So now, or on the attacker side, my apologies, and now Ban going to be fully blind, but Guiding Light comes on through, but it's going to be Chico comes alive with 2 more. Oh my goodness, it's all down to Showra.
Oh my goodness. Spotlight just knew where to be, how to do it, and they get it done here. And they get the spike down. This is exactly where they wanted to be. 10-3 up against the Roosters, who we talked up earlier. I mean, these are household names. Ban, Short, Triss, Flavor, Neprix. These are fantastic players. This is not intrinsic of like how they normally play, but Spotlight are on another level. They are on another planet right now. I mean, the spotlight is on them. Let's be honest. It's Spotlight's game right now to lose.
The light bulb is definitely bright here from Spotlight. I mean, 15 and 5. I mean, so much fragging power that we're noticing from them. And now they're only 3 rounds away from taking this quarterfinal match home. It is a best of 1 for anybody that is not aware of how the format works. So, Roosters, they need to find something because they have a very long road ahead of them. Not to say it's over by any means, but this is going to be a few crucial rounds for them to get something back on the board.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to put a stop to this crazy Cypher that kind of hangs out over by Showers, allowing Spotlight to really take control of the B site and have that just that scare potential. But there it is, Neprix puts a stop to Cypher, and now they're going to have to pop something here on this B push. And here it is. They are really getting onto it, Laz. Can they do it?
And cheat code, death from above against Trisk. And now, 4-on-3 situation, Spike's going to get planted, and now they just run on through Shora. But the guiding light actually does make the connection, so that's a good way to get everybody blind. But now, it's only down to Flavor, and that Flavor will be No Name Brand, as it will be Spotlight to making it 11-3, 2 away from taking it all the way further.
I just gotta say, Spotlight, you can tell that they're bringing out the playbook here, and they are playing it to the T. They're perfecting their playbook. Some of these pushes, some of their defaults are looking absolutely crispy. They know how to react to a situation that Roosters throws at them, even with, throwing in the Killjoy and the Sky into the mix. I mean, they know how to react to some of these abilities, and I feel like that's what the difference is between Spotlight and Roosters right now, is just the clutch potential.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you, Choice. I mean, right now, look at the Spotlight. They're able to run on through Ban, finally makes the connection. Triss able to get that trade back. It's trade on Trade City right now, because you can see back to an equal situation. Triss still going to be inside of A lamps, but the attackers from Spotlight, they're going to be in this site. They're going to be able to get the spike down now. We'll have to see. This is a big play. Trisk, he's in a very good position, but he's not going to be able to land that frag. Somehow nobody's been taken down. He's down to 21 HP, but not able to find him, and now it just crumbles like a cookie. And all now on the match point here for Spotlight.
Let me take a bite of that cookie. That sounds really good right now, as long as it's chocolate chip. Just a nice, fresh, homemade chocolate chip cookie. I mean...
Is there anything better, honestly? Like, chocolate chip cookie is just OP.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true. I mean, I gotta say, Spotlight have been pretty much running the same default here. They send Zyphron over towards Showers. This time they do have another member of Spotlight with him, but it's just been a B push basically. They get the pick, and they're playing this. They're playing this to the T. I don't know what else to say, Laz.
Yeah, this is just looking like this is Spotlight's game so much. I mean, Roosters, you see they're trying a few different things here and there, and it just doesn't seem like it's working out for them. But Spotlight, they're just able to keep on prevailing and just have heaps of success that they've had so much on both sides of the half. And now they still have both the Raze ult as well as the Hunter's Fury. And now we'll hear that it's going to be used, but Ban going to be actually take down cheat code. So that's a good exchange already. But the trade happens immediately now, Choice. And all of a sudden, Roosters, they're down to 3.
Yes, they are. And this is a rough situation. Triss just getting mowed down by all of the members of Spotlight. It's down to Shora and Neprix. I mean, trying to get something done. We've got a little bit of util. We've got the, we've got the Molly. We've got the turret. Neprix does have the blind in hand. That could be, that could do something for him. Tries to send it into Lamps. Is not going to get too much out of that one. They are going to back out of this situation. It is Neprix versus Rival Omen, but no, Segoy is just too fast, and Cypher finishes it off, and that was a 13-3 on Bind for Spotlight. My goodness, what do you do against such a cracked team like Spotlight on Bind?
I mean, we talk about feeling the immense pressure, and I think that's exactly what we saw. Roosters, I mean, that coop is just taken down. I mean, Spotlight, I don't know what else to say. It was just a complete firefight, but totally in their way. And there's just no flaws that I saw in this game. But a huge congrats to them. Unfortunate for Roosters, but we will definitely see Roosters make a bounce back, of course, like we've seen in the previous VCSs as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the perfect game to watch over and over and over again. What did we do wrong? What was our position when this happened? I mean, like some of the positioning, I feel like that was Spotlight's strong suit. Their positioning was absolutely immaculate, and here it is, the MVP of the match, obviously cheat code, jumping through those teleporters, getting crazy frags, 19-7-2 with a 322 combat score. I mean, what else do you do in this situation, Laz?
Yeah, and honestly, having your raise and having the duelist, just pop it off like that with a big score, 19-7 with a 322. I mean, that's what you need. Like your duelist is to be that big frag power, and that's exactly what we're seeing on the scoreboard. I mean, Cypher was definitely close by as well, and that's what, it's really great play from everybody, but just the fact that he almost dropped to 20, man, that's gotta hurt.
It does gotta hurt, but I mean, this is a learning curve here. I mean, this is the perfect team. I'm like, what, like we've been saying, Laz, is their executes were perfect. I mean, their playbook looked crispy. I mean, Roosters could definitely watch this VOD over and over again and really get a lot of information on how Spotlight were able to do what they did. And I mean, that in itself is kind of a win for Roosters. So we've seen that before. They came back, got the gold before they've gotten silver. I mean, they've got medals in their trophy case, so they can come back and do it again. That was the quarterfinals. And I do believe Laz's last match of the night. Yes.
Yes,
Very,
it's true.
very sad. But, I mean, it was so fun to cast with you again, Laz. We're going to do it again soon for sure.
Absolutely.
And, but yeah, any last words?
No, thanks again, of course, for the VCS having me here today. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed having my commentary here for the few matches. But you got some great casters coming down the road here very shortly. That's going to be it for me. But if you did enjoy, at Laz_TV, and hopefully see everyone again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to jump into a break, and when we come back, we will be in the semifinals. So don't go anywhere.